Who do we have here? We have Austin. What's new, Austin? How are you? How's your day been? My day is unwinding. Um, Man, I'm not too far from going to bed. Hopefully. I go to bed pretty early. I think I've mentioned that several hundred times. Reason I go to bed really early is because I'm up really early. I'm up at 2:30 because I want to maximize my mornings. It's a quiet time. In the yogic tradition, as well as the Hindu tradition across the board, it's considered the hour of God. It's called the Brahma Muhurta, which is literally means the hours of God. Hours, because it's a flexible time. It corresponds with the sunrise. It's about an hour and a half, give or take, before the sunrise, and about 45 minutes or so after, maybe an hour after the sun is up. That's the most sacred time of the day, according to tradition. All kinds of traditions. This is when the Gregorian monks, the um, Jesuit monks, the Franciscan monks, this is when they get up to chant. So we get up, we say the sacred words. What are the sacred words? To me, we have the 108 primordial sounds. As well, we have the primordial sound, the sound of Om. But there's lots of mantras that you can enter. There's lots of prayers that you can say. I love waking up early and saying the prayer of St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Um, as well as I've mentioned before, the simplest of all prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then let the world, let the universe reveal all of which you have to be grateful for. You don't need to search for it. It'll come to you. Um, I mentioned this yesterday. I like the prayer from Course of Miracles. And I tried to say it. I didn't this time, to be honest, before I do a live stream. What should I do? Where should I go? I'm asking God. Whatever concept of God. We can use the word Tao. What should I do? Where should I go? What should I say and to whom? Because when we got people come in here, um, I don't want to take it for granted. I don't want to take it lightly. And I want to be given the right words. And I have to listen for that. Austin says, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, Austin. How about you? Foreman's here. Foreman says, what's up, Yogi? Not much. I'm just rambling on. I'm rambling on about mornings. One of my favorite things to talk about is that early morning. So I was talking about a prayer from A Course in Miracles where you are asking the universe, God, the Tao, what should I do? Where should I go? We're asking to be guided. What should I say and to whom? Austin says he's doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear that. And speaking of prayers, first, let's do a little update from our friend Austin. Austin is at 514 subscribers. Well done, my friend. Still growing. Hey, if you guys, Austin does ice cream reviews. Definitely check him out. Spend some time with Austin. He's a good guy with a good channel. So speaking of prayers, I don't know if you guys heard me read Mother Teresa's prayer. I do know why it's called Mother Teresa's prayer. She didn't write it, but it was found in the hospital, in the adoption place. It's got to be a better name for adoption place, right? There is. I can't think of it. Um, and she had it on the wall because she loved it. I don't remember the original author's name, but it was falsely attributed to Mother Teresa. I don't know if she ever corrected it or not. I'd like to think that she would, being Mother Teresa and all. You would think. Jacob here. Jacob says, "Hey brother, Mr. Yogi in chat. Many blessings to y'all. Hope everyone has a great day. You too, Jacob." Jacob was with the Burpee Reaper this morning. Austin drops his link. Laradox. So Laradox. Difficult conversation. You have made some accusations to a friend of ours. I don't know how to address it. I'll be honest with you. But those were hurtful accusations. And if you have any evidence for what you're accusing someone of, because this is serious, and they are talking to a lawyer, it would, I'm going to use a word I don't often use, behoove you to present it. So don't need to talk about it, don't need to give details, but just so you know, if this is done out of hurt feelings, because you were banned from Optimob's chat, you may need to reconsider those hurt feelings. So, with that said, Poor Man says, damn, Laradox getting the law involved. Optimob said that you made accusations against him, serious allegations. Again, I don't want to get overly involved because I don't want to take Optimob's business. He did drop the video. He did talk to other people. You made some accusations on Barb's channel. On one of her live streams. Thanks for dropping links, Jacob. And unfortunately, those accusations were, what's it called? With a phone. When they take a picture. There's a technical term. There's a technical term for people who are not 59 years old trying to figure out what that technical term is. Screenshot. I knew it would come to me. So someone took screenshots, they made a video, and serious allegations. So again, not the only reason I'm bringing it up is because the link was dropped here, and Optimob had talked to another mutual friend and mentioned what he was going to do. All right, enough of that. Wonderboy says, my watch time going down now. It's going to be hard hitting 1.9K. No, you can do it. It'll go back up. Mine is down as well. Jacob says, let's get Brother Austin 1K subs. Definitely. If you notice, Austin is putting in more, doing some more live streams and stuff. So he's definitely going to be gaining some more subs. We'll do everything we can for him here on our end. If you see him live stream, share him out, if you don't mind. I know he would do the same for you guys. Here's who I really want to see hit 50 reps. I want our friend Skits. He's got so much talent, and he's bursting that to steam. He's going to put it out. He's going to do a live stream. He's going to show you all what he's got. But we need to get him to 50. He's got, I think, 30 or 31. Runner Boy says, what's this, Yogi? Who did what? Well, I'm not going to go into details. I know it sort of leaves people hanging. It is between Laradox and Optimob, and it's pretty serious. I know it sounds like, I'm dropping. I wouldn't have said anything except Laradox showed up, and he has an opportunity. I just wanted to put it out there. He has an opportunity to either explain why that was up there, that he wrote, and offer an explanation or evidence, as the case may be. But other than that, yeah. It's not that I'm saying I don't want to get involved. If it's friends, you're already involved. But what I'm saying is that it's not my position to say too much. Runner Boy says, is the video still up? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I only watched it for what was up. There is Optimob. And Optimob drops the link. All right, so now I feel more at ease to talk about it because our friend Optimob is here. Again, I didn't want it to be where it sounded like I'm not getting involved. You have to be involved when it's a matter of friends. But I didn't want to step outside of my lane and talk too much. So, hey, I'll leave the platform to Optimob, whatever he wants to say. One of you says I can't click the link. And I don't think it's on Laradox's channel. Let's see. Optimob says, Eric, you are involved too. Your name is announced as well. Is it now? Well, you can't do much about that. What I will do, I offer my support to Optimob. I offer my support to Barb. And I offer the opportunity for Laradox to explain himself. What I saw was the I just saw the text that was there. I didn't see my name mentioned at all. Jacob says, hey to Runner Boy. By the way, congratulations on the PR to Runner Boy. 145 kilogram squat PR. Big weights. Austin says hi to Runner Boy. Runner Boy says, I've had a guy made over 50 videos with a name in it so far, probably more. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. And, I did see something. I refused to look at it because I don't want to give that guy watch hours of views for, although, hey, in a way, it's a form of flattery. for you, Runner Boy. So I'm assuming that Laradox does not want to offer an explanation. Runner Boy says, the guy even mentioned me in one of today's again. What does he have against you? You got impeccable form. You're strong. Man, you're one of the strongest 23-year-olds I know. Wonder Boy says, I just don't reply to it anymore. I've had a few things about me from time to time. Yeah, it is what it is. Runner Boy says, I don't know. He was raging about how I'm hitting PRs. Kind of confusing. Might be a little bit of jealousy going on there. So the PR I would like to hit is 60 consecutive dips on my 60th birthday in April. Don't know if that's possible. That would be, it was possible before. I've done it before. I've done over, this was decades ago. I've done over 100 dips before. But my recent best, bum, shoulder, and all, 30 reps. And that was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's been up and down. I hit those PRs, and then the next several sessions it drops. Then I shoot back up. I'm good with that. I'm patient. 60 at 60, not a bad goal. And man, if I could get back up to 20 pull-ups, full extension, chin over the bar, within the year, I'd be really happy. I've been stuck at 11 reps. I got 12 not too long ago. My all-time best ever was 37. Guys, it's hard getting old. Physically, I still feel pretty good. I mean, I got a bum shoulder. I got arthritis in my knee. I got arthritis in my back. But I still feel pretty good. I think I could still train for a 100-mile race if I wanted to. I doubt that I could deadlift and squat heavy. It might take me. I'm still mending. But we'll see. I'd like to get back into kettlebell sport. Austin says, how is everyone doing today? Running Boy says, dips are hard. They are hard. And I'm trying to do it with good range of motion. I don't want to. I could get away with shortening the range of motion, and people would say, well, you know what? He's older. I don't want to do that. As soon as you start making some concessions, it's a downhill slope. Poor Man says, weighted dips and wide grip pull-ups are old school. They are. Right now I'm only doing 2 sets of dips every 4 days. And I'm doing 1 max body weight set of dips. And then I do a set of weighted dips. So when I get 10 reps with the weight, I go up. Jacob says, been super sore after since I started using weighted vests with my burpees and calisthenics. I bet. It is, man, anytime you add weight into that stuff, Jacob. You guys are going to town. You and Leo, Reaper, with the weighted vest. Poor man. Poor man with a huge Navy SEAL session. Did you see that, Jacob? Wonder Boy says, can someone go link the video about Optimob on my channel? Just in a video so I can see it. The only time I've seen it is when Optimob has sent it. And he sends it here for people to know what we're talking about, and then he'll retract it. So I don't actually have the video. Jacob says, doing good, Brother Austin. How about you? Easy Breezy is here. Says, hey, everyone. Easy, my friend. How are you? Jacob drops a link for Easy Breezy. Wonder Boy says, yeah, I just can't click on the link on live. I think he retracted the link. The way I figure it is, it's Optimob's link. And if he shares it and wants to talk about it, I'm here to talk about it with him, friend to friend. But if it is something that he doesn't want to really talk about right now or ever, I support that as well. So I had mentioned that, I'm involved because friends, and Optimob said, well, your name is mentioned too. I don't care with my name involved at all, even a little bit. Optimob says, you are mentioned too, Eric. You said that. So really not much I can do about it. So all I can do is let it go, which is fine with me. But I do offer support 100%. So yeah, I didn't hear where my name. Oh, Optimob says your channel, Eric. You can let me know what they said if you want, Optimob. Easy Breezy said, hey, Eric, I sent you a message on Instagram introducing myself. Awesome. I will take a look. Thanks for letting me know, because I don't go to Instagram too often. So I will check it out. If by any chance you're on Facebook, I'm there more often. I know not a lot of people are on Facebook anymore. So Optimus says that your channel, Eric, Laradox is cool. So you've caused some trouble, Laradox. You've hurt a lot of people, and you keep popping in, but you're not offering any type of explanation or any kind of evidence. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. You've attempted to hurt Optimob. I don't know. It's up to you. You want to put out some. I mentioned before, Optimob's talking to a lawyer. So at the very least, an explanation. Jacob says, you're very strong too, Brother Poor Man. Yeah, he is. Getting 200 Navy SEALs with a weighted vest. Poopinator says, you're a great man, Yogi. Thank you for your support, Poopinator. I always appreciate that. Always appreciate you. Wonder Boy says, I just typed Optimob's name in a search and it came up Laradox called him a bad thing. Not good at all. No, it isn't good. And he keeps popping in, but he's not offering any explanation. Burner Boy says, I don't think he can say that on live, Eric. I don't think so either, which is fine. Grim the YouTuber says, sup, Yogi in chat. Hey, Grim, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Optimob says, Zerodox, why did you write I am a pedophile? Jacob says, if you ever want to collab and rep out some burpees or whatever, brother, poor man, I'm down. You're outstanding. Man, I'd love to see that between you guys. Grim says, sup, Opti. Poopinator said, Grims, what's up, brother? Timo says, why are you lying to me like that? Laradox. Poopinator says, what's going on? Laradox has an opportunity to explain. Burner Boy says, Laradox, honestly, apologies, because that's just a disgusting thing to say. It could ruin someone's life. I hope your parents have a good lawyer. Jacob drops the link for, whose link is this? For Mr. Poopinator. Poopinator had asked what was going on. Just some accusations, some unfounded accusations. And we're given the accuser a chance to offer an explanation. Grim says, I'm good, Mr. Poop. Timo says, this will be serious for you. Poopinator says, respect to Grim. Much respect to you both. Poor man says, Jacob, yeah, I definitely will. Just need a few more subs. Need to put a quick pull-up bar in the backyard. It'd be fun. Where are you subs at right now? $33. 17. Hey, is anyone here not subscribed to Poor Man's Gym? Timo says, police involved in the USA already. Austin says, Yoga is awesome. Thank you, Austin. It's much appreciated to hear. Grim says, you also Mr. Poop. Warner Boy says, it's Laradox in the USA. He is in the USA. Laradox says, Amen. I know Jesus loves you all. Once again, Laradox, it's an opportunity to offer an explanation. Laradox, though, it's a little bit bigger than sorry. It needs an explanation. Timo says not to hide behind the Bible. Grim says, you also Yogi. Optimob say he said this Laradox. Poopinator says accusations from who? You know what? It's not my business. I have enough personal negative energy in my life, but I'm trying. Poor man, I'm gonna sub. Thank you for that. Poopinator says send a link. If you click on right underneath Poopinator is Poor Man. If you click on The blue. Click on his title, and the blue, it'll come right up. Optimob drops the link. Yeah, I looked on the link. I see my channel mention. Poor man says around 33. Got some heavy hitters subbed this last few days. Yeti, Burpee, Uncle, Chris Cable. Man, definitely the big names. Definitely the big names. Grim says, that's right, Jacob. It's the Stoic way. We were talking about Stoics earlier today. With a friend, Anti-Greek. And we were talking about the misconception that Stoics are unfeeling, that they don't show emotion, when in fact it's the opposite, that they are stoic in the face of feelings. They're stoic to the face of their emotions. That doesn't mean unfeeling. If anything, it means that they are embracing it even more fully, unafraid to feel what they feel. Optimov says, sorry for that. Yeah, it's going to take more than that, for sure. That is not something you shrug off. Hey, thanks for dropping Magic Mike's link. There he is, Mike's Home Kitchen. Let's get our friend Magic Mike up in blue. And Sue's here. Mike, how are you, my friend? Mike is like 11. Much appreciated. Asia's here. Sorry, man, a whole bunch of people. That's what happens when I'm... Foreman says, Reaper, help me get more subs. Awesome. Timo says, you are done. Runner Boy says he'd probably take the video report for legal reasons, and so have it removed. Rupert says Laradox lost his wrench. Yeah, he did a little while ago. The personal decision. Rupert says, what is going on in this YouTube community? That's a good question, Poopinator. The thing is, though, through it all, stay true to ourselves. That's all we can do. We stay true to ourselves. Optimob says he handed everything over to his lawyer. Poor man says, thanks, Pooper. I'll sub back. Nice. I'm looking forward to Poopinator said he's going to do some stuff on his bike. AJ says, how's your day going, Eric? It is going pretty good. All things considered. Easy Breezy said, hey, Eric, I started reading The Power of Now as per your recommendations. Awesome. If you want to talk about it, if you have questions, I got a copy back there. I'm happy to crack it open and go through it with you anytime you want. Sue waves at Mr. Poopinator. So what I love about YouTube is my friend Just One Sue is waving at our friend, Mr. Poopinator, just over top of Mike's Home Kitchen. Grim says, Jacob, check the meditations of Marcus Aurelius. Every guy should own a copy. He's his philosophy are great. His philosophies are great. I agree. Everyone should have a copy. I'll be honest, I don't know where mine is, but I'm going to get another one thanks to Grimm. Also says, how's your weather today, Yogi and everyone else? Today was a perfect day. It definitely felt like fall. It got high about 74 degrees. There was a nice breeze. The sun was out. So everyone's saying hi. Asia says, how's your day going, Jacob? Poopinator says, Veridox is young, chat. He is young. He's 15. He might be 16 now. I knew he had a birthday coming up. Tandra says, hi, Yogi. How are you? Good, Tandra. How are you? Appreciate you coming in. Sorry I was a little behind, guys. Maui87 is here. Says, hey, Maui, my friend, how are you? It was nice seeing you the other day. Let's see. Timo says, Eric, and you showed your real face. If someone called me a pedophile, you give nothing about the business as usual. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. I've been hesitant to talk too much about it because I didn't want to put your information, and I know you say, yes, I'm involved too, but I don't want to put too much of your information out there. It just didn't seem like it was in your best interest. If that is taken in any way outside of how it was offered, I apologize. I can't fix how you feel about that. But I'll be honest. I was trying to have your best interest at heart. Maybe it didn't come across that way. This is why when you first put it out there, I said, send me an email so we could talk about it, because I didn't think talking about it online and getting more people involved would be the best thing to do. But I could be wrong about that. I often am. As for my real face, I try to show it every single day in every live stream. How people perceive that real face is entirely up to them. It's not up to me. Grim says, 100% Yogi. I used to respond to negativity. The Stoic principles help me so much in life. Yeah, they do. They certainly do. Grim says, that's right, Yogi. Leo says, much love, brother Yogi. Thank you, Leo. Poopinator says, I've been riding Yogi. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Oh, you have a new short up. Let's bring your channel up so I can check it out before I go to bed. Tandra drops a link for Jacob. Thank you, Tandra. Leo says, give me some words on pain and acceptance, brother. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the table over, the platform over to our Stoic friend, Grim the YouTuber. Hey, Grim, do you have some words on pain and acceptance for our friend Leo said so? If he's asking for some words on pain and acceptance, that means he's got something big coming up. He's got a sweat session. He's in the pain shop. Grim says, for Poopinator, do you recommend any good electric bikes? The reason, Leo, that I'm turning it over to Grim, because we were just talking about being a Stoic. One boy says, Leo Docs, more like Leo sucks. Just joking. You've been waiting a long time to make that joke. Grim wants to know if there's a good, Poopinator recommends a good electric bike. I think I read that. Poopinator said, Grandma had one and hated it. Sue smiling at Leo. Poopinator says, like anything means the battery is going to deplete. It's a good point. Sue says the wind just kicked up now with bright blue skies. Nice. Easy says, Eric, have you heard of the Urantia book? It's very trippy. I haven't. I'll look that up, though. Runner Boy says, Optimob, what can Eric do other than what he's already said? I understand where Optimob's coming from. It's a devastating accusation. I can see that he's obviously disappointed in me. Jacob says, Brother Leo. Austin says, I might go live tonight. I don't know yet. If you decide before we end the live stream, let us know. You can drop the link. Thank you, Grim. Grim says, don't forget to hit the like button for Yogi. Much appreciated. Boy says, double hit the like button. Wait, that removes. Like the no triple tap it. That's more like it. Runner Boy says, Leo, make sure you savor every second of it. You know what? Excellent advice. If you're feeling anything, including pain, it means you're alive. Our friend Squirrel Sniper says, greeting beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. Anna Greek, I was just talking about you. I was talking about the conversation about being stoic that we had this afternoon. Grim the YouTuber has been talking about stoicism. Taking my herbal sleep med. Our friend Bumblebee T is here and says hi. Tanya says hi to Squirrel. Jacob says, hey, Sister T. T says, bad day and lots of pain and can't take any more pain relief for a while. I'm sorry, T. How long? How long till you can take some more pain meds? Jacob drops the link for Anna Greek. Thank you, Jacob. Poor man says, I'm there if you're going live to Leo. One always says, I have a problem in the back of my head. The song Mr. Blue Sky is always playing. It's like my theme song. That's not a bad song. Could be worse. You could have, for those who know, Maxwell Silver Hammer in the back of your mind, and that would be true hell. Jacob says, thank you for having me on your live stream once again, Brother Mr. Yogi. Truly appreciate it. Much love and respect. Big salute. Big salute to you, my friend. Sniper says, I wonder if there is a EV bike battery that is not be made with claw marks of small children's fingernails. I don't get that reference. That sounds painful. Let's see. Urania is a book about history, science, spirituality, and presents a very interesting perspective on Jesus. Nice. Arantia, right? Gotcha. Poopanita says, Squirrel, that's a deep thought. It is a deep thought. Runner Boy is not helping with the pronunciation. Answer Greek says, yes, Stoic, it is possible for you, if you are Stoic, to deal with hardships of life. Poopanita says, I think Lectic is made in USA. So for our friend Leo, on pain, hardship and pain, you can't escape it. I always refer back to Albert Camus' retelling of the myth of Sisyphus. Sisyphus was punished to roll the stone up the hill only to have it fall back. And yet, somehow within that punishment and the endlessness of the task, he was able to redefine it and gain meaning. And not just meaning, to gain a sense of joy in that repetition, pushing that heavy stone up. And even when he was halfway up, he was able to smile, knowing as soon as he made it to the top, it's just going to roll back down. That is embracing the suck. You're not just doing it to where I'm going to be better at the end of it, because this was eternity for Sisyphus. There was no end to it. He did it because it was there to be done, and he had no way out, so he embraced it. T says 2 hours till next. It's every 4 hours. Well, I hope things aren't so bad right now, and that these next 2 hours. Poor Man says, have a good night, Yogi. Thank you, Poor Man. You too. Anna Greek says, the Stoics are also vegans. I didn't know that. Wonder Boy says, any Taylor Swift song would end me fast. You know what? I've never heard a Taylor Swift song. T says, what happened with Optimob? Well, that's the question. Because I'm hesitant to say too much, because there were some serious accusations made against Optimob, none of which were ever founded based upon nothing, from Laradox. And Laradox has been given an opportunity to explain. He said that he was sorry, but didn't offer any explanation. And I've been hesitant to say too much about it, because the seriousness of it, it's not something that I thought was my position, even though my name was mentioned, my position to talk about. So I didn't, tentatively. And it was taken as that I was not, I guess, being supportive, which I apologize, because that was not the case. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Now I understand the reference. Scroll Sniper says, Eric, the unmanned lithium mines are exactly that, all children. Ah, well, that's reason not to buy an electric bike, for sure. Runner Boy says, I remembered Top Gear of Richard Hammond crashed a lithium battery car, and they couldn't put it out because you can't put lithium fires out. Grim says, sorry, I got a call, guys. It's okay. I didn't know you couldn't put those fires out. Squirrel Stepper says, how many stones did David pick up when facing Goliath? Therodux? I believe it was 1, right? Or am I mistaken about that? Grim says, Stoics believe in letting go of expectations about external events. There's always been for me, a connection between Stoicism and Buddhism. Score Sniper says he has to moderate RGX now. Catch you in the morning. Thanks, Squirrel Sniper. Runner Boy says, Squirrel, the Stones chose David. I like that. Put that in the book, Runner Boy. Squirrel Sniper says, how many, Runner Boy? Let's see. Anna Greek says, Yogi, were you that skinny all your life? I tried all my life to lose weight because I was fat. and all I achieved is that I now am skinny fat. There's a photo of me on my community page. Just I think it was last week. I was 220 pounds. Powerlifting. I've been every size imaginable. I've been big, bulky, training for powerlifting. I've been I've trained for bodybuilding, but I never competed. I signed up for 2 contests, but I chickened out each time. It was the posing, guys. I didn't want to pose. I trained for Olympic lifting, and I was sort of in between the bodybuilding and the powerlifting. Kettlebell sport, which had me pretty strong, but definitely not big. And then ultra running, where I lost a ton of weight. Poopinator says, should I unsub Laradox? T says, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome, T. Poopinator, I don't know. All I can say is follow your conscience. Sometimes it might be better to say things. Following my conscience sometimes seems to get me in trouble with people. But I'll be honest, I don't know any other way. I keep putting this off. Sniper says, Run Boy, he picks 3. Poopin said, I still don't know what's going on. All I really feel comfortable saying is that Laradox made accusations against Optimob, serious allegations, without providing any evidence. He just put it out there on a live stream. And it was taken as a screenshot. I guess someone made a video out of it. Extremely hurtful for Optimob, obviously. And it came out of left field. My own thoughts were that maybe a month or so ago, Laradox showed up to the live stream for a premiere, for Optimob, and caused a bit of a disturbance with the incessant sub to me guys, sub to me guys, sub to me guys, which he's done here. I mainly overlook it, but he did it on Optimobs, and they have beautiful premieres. I look forward to it every week. So it was hurtful, and Optimob banned him from his channel with good reason. And I guess that has hurt Laradox's feelings, so he found a way to get back. That's the abridged version. So sometimes if I find myself in these situations, I do start to question my worth on YouTube. If anything starts to compromise your peace of mind, I don't know. Is it worth it? Square said the other 2 are because of the Goliath's older brothers. That was smart thinking. Grim says, Stoics view actions as having consequences. Payments can be seen as a moral debt owed to others. Nice. So, Grim, our friend Leo, way up above, was asking for some words in dealing with pain, embracing the suck. And I said I was going to leave this platform because I love to offer him words of encouragement, but I said I was going to leave the platform for you to give a stoic reply. T says, sounds someone needs to stop throwing accusations around that can be damaging without 100% evidence. I agree 100%. 100%. And I mentioned that to Laradox. Optimum gave him an opportunity to explain. Didn't say, I want an apology. He said, I want an explanation. Why would you do this? And Laradox says, shown up, popped in a few times, said Jesus, and left. Poopinator says, facts. Bumble. T says, Yogi, the EV batteries need to burn out the selves and keep burning. Water or powder foam didn't help. I didn't know that. And a Greek says, yes, Buddha was the first Stoic. Boy says, Bumblebee, it can be life-changing, and Optimob could definitely sue for slander of some sort. RKX. Sorry, I know we've been through this before. I always appreciate your patience. You've always been helpful with these matters. Thank you. RKX. Grim says, Yogi, what religions were the Romans? Did they follow the Greek gods? They followed their versions of Greek gods. Very similar, but not exactly the same. T says, Poop, yes, facts, not just thoughts. Grim says, I've started the high protein, low carb lifestyle. I can't believe how the weight comes off. I keep track of the carbs. Nice. Yeah, that has worked for many people. And it's basically the end diet for many bodybuilders. They start off not worrying about calories or, too much at all. Higher protein, carbs for energy. And then when they want to slim down for the competition, when they want to cut, they cut the carbs. Runner Boy says, Grim, the high protein, high carb diet, not a good combo and for the bathroom. Poopiner says he called him a petty or some shit. Yes. Wonder who says, Pop, he called him a... Yes, he did. T says, Runner Boy, I hope Optimob is okay. A young boy who has an inexperienced life. What you stick up on the internet always stays on the internet. How would he come if he was slander against? Poopiner says he said he was on How to Catch a Predator. Laradox said that. Runner Boy says Laradox stole my fries. I'll never forgive him. That is an unspeakable offense. Poopiner says, Runner Boy, I thought so. It's a sad situation. A hurtful situation. Runner Boy says, Poop, just type Optimob's name and search video. It comes up as a short. T says, if Laradox misbehaved and got removed, that's Laradox's responsibility for his own behavior. Absolutely, 100%. And everyone explained it to him. And Optimob even accepted his apology for that. Said, we forgive you. Poopiner says, I'm not going to give it a view, Runner Boy. That was my sentiments too. I did not want to I didn't want to lend my energy to it. I didn't want to make it bigger. I didn't want to bring it out for I don't know, guys. One boy says, Mister, it was some guy who shouted it, who posted it. GrimTuber says, okay. Easy says, if you're struggling with pain and suffering, can't recommend the song Stop This Train by John Mayer. Nice. I don't think I've heard that song. I like the work that John Mayer's been doing with Dead and Company. Did my heart good to know that the legacy of the Grateful Dead was being carried forward. Warner Boy says, Grim puts his cheese under his burger. Sorry, no more accusations. Is it under his burger, or is the burger upside down? And is there a difference? Patrick says, you're a beautiful trans. Well, that's a wonderful thing for you to say, my friend. If you're going to be a trans, you should be beautiful. Pupinator says, on Black and Paradox, that's just crazy to make an accusation like that. I agree, 100%. And then given an opportunity, explain yourself. And offering a half-hearted apology and saying Jesus loves you and then disappearing. So you make accusations that could affect someone's life, affect their every aspect of their life, and you invoke the name of Jesus and run away. Man, Runner Boy's dropping all kinds of rumors here. Mr. Poopinator probably doesn't even poop. T says, sorry, Yogi, I'm really sick of negativity and toxic people. I fully had my fair share lately. I'm glad I blocked Paradox when he stressed me out. I knew you were protecting yourself, T. I do my best, even when negativity is presented, to not have a negative channel. Does that make sense? And it does not go over well. Always. Grim says, Yogi, they believe pain is a test of your character. It helps you develop strength and growth. Grim says, I agree, Bumble. Grim says, sorry, Yogi, phone keeps freezing. It's okay, Grim. T says, Zeradox, if you're listening, imagine you have applied for a job that you have trained and dedicated your life to become, and a silly remark made on the World Wide Web jeopardize that job and all. Absolutely, T. We get a quote from Runner Boy, life is hard, but I am harder. Again, from the philosophy of Runner Boy. Soon to be in trade paperbacks everywhere. Easy says, it's a beautiful song about a father telling his son that there's nothing we can do, but continue to search for the things that you're grateful for. Makes me cry every time. I'm going to look that up. Thank you for that, Easy. T says, Zeradox, Jesus doesn't like liars. You just attention seeking. Lupina says, I'm not paying attention to Runner Boy. T says, Yogi, you don't have a negative channel. Thank you, T. I hope not. I mean, there's been negative issues presented. You do your best to navigate. I do my best to navigate. T says hi to Grim. Grim says hi to Bumble. Poopinit says Runner Boy trying to get David Beefcake, I see. He is. He doesn't know he's dealing with the Mr. Poopinator. Grim says that young man needs some guidance. There's a lot of children that don't have an adult that can guide them. Yeah, I agree, Grim. I agree. T says, Runner Boy, I bet if Mr. Poop had boobies and lifted top, he wouldn't be able to ignore him. That is something I don't even want to think about. For right now, I'm doing my best to get that thought out of my mind. T has planted an unwelcome image that might haunt my dreams tonight. Poopiner says, but I'm not bringing negative vibes. Just leave a name out of my mouth if it's in a negative way. I agree, Poopinator. I count you as a true friend. Easy says, people criticize John Mayer because of his many girlfriends and womanizing behavior, but his songs really changed my life when I was down. I thought I read somewhere that he had an epiphany of sorts, and it changed his life a bit. Am I wrong with that? Border Boy says, just listen to John Mayer. Stop this train. I've never heard it before. When I got a MP3 player as a kid for my dad, that song was on it. I remembered. Good memory. T says, Graham, the thing is, we have all tried to guide Laradox, but just throw it back in your face. Yeah, everyone here has reached out. Anti-Greek says, Yogi, what job do you consider the hardest? That's a good question. William Hart says, oh shoot, what drama did I miss? Man, there was a lot, William. There was a lot. Might be too much to catch up. But you're right. It's Laradox in the center. So, Anti-Greek, we could say physically the hardest, maybe the most dangerous, I've heard, lobster boat in the North Seas is one of the most, as well as working on an oil rig, which I have friends who have done both of those. School teacher in an inner city, because you care so much and yet there's so little you can do, and there's also an element of danger. So for physical, I might say working on the oil rig. And for mental, I'm going to say an inner city school teacher. Wonder Boy says, William, it all started back in 1999 when he was a young man. A very young man. You're 23 years old. Easy Breezy says, Runner Boy, what do you think of the song? Did you like it? Runner Boy says, yeah, it's good. Nice. Anna Greek says, my mom was an inner school teacher. So what do you think of that assessment? It takes some true dedication and love for what you're doing. William says, so hot they cannot be put out as water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Are you talking about the batteries? Man, that's pretty hot. William says he's laughing. And F YouTube censorship. What was censored? Wonder Boy says just use milk. It's always cold. Not if someone leaves it out. Anna Greek says she is a perfectionist, so it was pretty hard. Yeah, I bet. Probably made it even harder. Let's see. William says, Yogi, will DM you on Facebook. Okay, thanks. I'm sorry, Anna Greek. Now she's suffering from multiple cancers. Sending prayers to your mom, my friend. Preparator says, some people are just weird as F. This is true. Roy says, EVs produce their own oxygen. You must destroy the battery cell. YouTube doesn't like or expalming as words. Gotcha. Easy Breezy says, Eric, any advice for someone dealing with a relative in the hospital? My grandmother is 85 and she doesn't look like the grandmother I knew from childhood, and it makes me sad. I understand that 100%. I went through that with multiple family members. For me, what I always strive to achieve was they are not the physical. When my mom was declining with Alzheimer's, I could look in her eyes and see my mom still there, 100% still there. The memories were going. Every day, memories were lost. But my mom, the essence of my mom, was still there and would actually start shining even brighter because it wasn't encumbered by all the outer trappings. Now it was just pure mom, 100%. So your grandmother doesn't look like your grandmother. She might not even be able to speak like your grandmother, but who your grandmother is always there, always present, and that's all the more reason. Look into the eyes and let your grandmother know that she is seen, that you see her, truly, and you offer her love. Because when you start getting older, it feels like you're not seen anymore. If you're sick, it feels like you're not seen anymore. Your role, let her know that she is seen. And then take that with you for the rest of your life. Know that you always have that option to see someone truly in any situation. That's the nature of forgiveness. You're not forgiving an action. You're not forgiving a person. You're seeing past the person, past the action. You're seeing soul to soul. You're seeing essence to essence. And you're letting all the crap go. Because it sets you free. And you can do it instantly. CDP says, if you can't spread love to others, at least love yourself. Absolutely, my friend CDP. Thank you for that message. We definitely need that tonight. Poopenator says, I'm out of here. This live is not like the normal lives. Weird energy today. I'm sorry, Mr. Poopenator. I'm going to shut down in a few minutes anyway. Like I said, I'm just doing my best to keep things even keeled in a less than even keeled time. Definitely did not succeed. Wonder Boy says, well, yes, you can't say the word boom either. William says, I was going to DM, but it was faster to provide a shorter and broken word of what it is. Gotcha. Wonder Boy says, spread love, not STDs. Excellent advice. William, you nailed it. That sums it up right there. Runnerboy says, I don't want the bell to be rung for this live. I appreciate that. CDP says, you can be negative, just know there is a positive force to counter and overcome it. One day, you'll be a positive force. Absolutely. Thank you, CDP. William says, people will eventually understand their words have consequences. Unfortunately, being a child of ignorant of will not make you less responsible. Child or ignorant. Got you. I agree. Poopinator says, love is better than hate. It's enough hate. Let's start loving. Have a good night, chat. And Mr. Yogi. Thank you, Mr. Poopinator. And thank you for being here. And hey, if it was weird and if it was negative, you were a positive force tonight. And I appreciate that, my friend. And you were a loving force tonight. So thank you. William says, yes, Miss Poop. Thank you. Much appreciated, all you guys. So I think in just a minute or two, we'll wrap things up. I definitely feel sad that our friend Timo feels that I've let him down. Let's see. Poopinator says, I'm just me, bro. That's what we love about you. T says, Mr. Poop, night all. Eric Point says, I watched both lives, Yogi. Another great live. Thank you, Eric Lapointe. I appreciate that. I always appreciate your presence. I've mentioned before that, quite a few times, Eric Lapointe has been here without saying anything, and just knowing there's a possibility Eric Lapointe is here is enough. It's much appreciated. Easy says, that was beautiful, Eric. Thank you for that. Have a good night. I will see you in the next one. Thank you, Easy. Much appreciated. William says, definitely CDP. T says, or William Hart says, T and Lapointe, help. They do. And Runner. Yep, Runner was doing his best to lighten things up for us. William says, I haven't caught up on everything else. Been a busy day for me. Hey, if you want to tell me about it, send me a message. Wonder Boy is same. I'm here. Sometimes don't say anything until someone gets near a sub goal. And then you swoop in, waiting for that big number. Warren says, thank you, everyone. Yep. We're going to shut it down for now. Thank you for that, William. Thanks for showing up. Runner Boy. Easy. Everyone. Eric Lapointe, Bumblebee T. CDP, thank you very much for that positive note. Anti-Greek. Just doing a quick scroll up. Grim the YouTuber. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciate the stoic outlook from both you and Anti-Greek. Poor man. Leo was here for a bit. Jacob, of course, dropping links. Our friend Runner Boy. Maui, Tandra, Austin. Someone, Asia was here. Someone dropped in and, just one Sue, and told me that I was a beautiful trans. That might be the best compliment I've ever gotten on YouTube. If I could find that, I'd cut and paste it. Might be my new title name. Just a beautiful trans doing burpees in the basement? Let's see. William says, yes, it does. Maybe carve out better, positive, love-filled, forgiving moments, the moments of derision for our books. Absolutely. 100%. William says, hello, hello. From sunny, hot Phoenix, Arizona. T says, she might PM me. Awesome. William, we're just shutting things down. Eric Point says, my favorite part was when Poopinator said, weird vibes in here. I have to go. Poopinator calls him like he sees him. You like that better than someone calling me a beautiful trans? I'll put those two together. Best part of the live stream. Poopinator saying weird vibes. I'm gonna go, and someone saying that I was a beautiful trans. Roy makes an excellent point. You know it's weird when the man asking people to fart thinks something is weird. This is true. William says, okie dokie, just saying hi. Appreciate that, William. So I gotta admit though, guys, I'm reevaluating some things. I don't mind someone says stuff and things about me at all. I don't mind. I don't want to say I don't mind. Let's say that I deal with it. But when I feel that I've inadvertently hurt someone that I care about, that's harder. That's harder for me. Polio says, good evening, peace and love, my friend. I'm off to bed, mentally exhausted. Hey, have a good night's sleep. Sending you lots of love, and I hope you wake up in the morning refreshed and feeling better. T says, Yogi, my last. Is yogi to poop or not to poop? That is my question. The answer is always to poop. The answer is always to poop. Wife says, Yogs, would you lead an actual yoga class? Maybe. I'm not 100%. I practice the asanas, and I am a certified asana teacher. It's not my forte. I mainly teach the meditation and breathwork aspect of yoga. I do like having Mocha do yoga routines for me on my members channel. And she doesn't mind doing it. And I honestly believe people would rather watch Mocha than watch me. And I fully understand that. I would rather watch Mocha than me. Even if I am a beautiful trans. Police says, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Runner Boy says, if you have to wipe, that means you pooped yourself. Food for thought. Man, I don't need that thought. I don't need that thought associated with food. William says, never hold it in, but make sure you don't mistake a fart. This is true. That's a saying in ultra running. Never trust a fart. William says, right, can you do a members live of a full session? I could. I could do that. I need to make sure I have a setup for that everything would be captured on camera. I would ask Mocha, but I do my yoga at 3 o'clock in the morning. What I want to offer is yoga asana routines that everyone can do every day, getting out of bed. That's not, you don't have to invest 30 minutes, that you get the benefit of the poses of the asanas that you get the subtle energy benefits, that you get the physical benefits, that you get the spiritual benefits um, with minimal investment, so that it's something that you can say, I do every day. It's the same with meditation. It's the same with breath work. If you feel you can't sit for meditation, breath work can give you 90% of all the benefits of meditation, minimal investment, less than 5 minutes 3 times a day, and you feel incredible afterwards. Born Boy says a clean exit is what we all strive for. T says if there's lumps in your fart, you got a problem and need to wipe. Just think, I was so close to saying goodnight to everyone and not partaking in any of this conversation. I hesitated because our good friend Bill showed up. And you got to say, here's my philosophy of life. When Bill shows up, you got to take the time to chat, even if it's just for a few moments. And look at the trouble it caused me. We've had an extended conversation about poops and farts. And worst of all, Mr. Poopinator is not even here to enjoy it. Now that makes me feel bad. Runner Boy says, Bill, he calls out this. How do you feel? Bumblebee T says, blame Eric LP, not me. Well, wait a minute. I don't recall an Eric LP saying the word poop or fart anywhere in this conversation. He did say poopinator once, but he was referring to our friend. I'd like to think that all of you guys are responsible for this mess that we're in. I see no easy exit. I see no graceful exit from this. One boy said, it was Eric. Not gonna lie, facts. I was doing my best to stick up for Eric Lapointe. William says, it was I. Glad we lightened the mood to end with, though. I agree, William. Much appreciated, too. I wish our friend Poopinator could have hung out a bit longer, so it would have been, man, I almost said so he could have got a happy ending. Don't want to go down that route. Conversation has gotten bad enough as it is right now. Rick Point says, it wasn't me. Get it? Are we referencing the song? T says, Runner Boy, I second that. T says, it's amazing how many people in the ward fart in their sleep. William says, I do not believe anyone farts while sleeping. They have to be certain it doesn't become a mistake. From Shaggy. That's what I thought we were going with. I thought that was reference. Wonder Boy says, sleep like a vampire. On the back, arms crossed, eyes closed, then wake up. I find that slightly disturbing. He says, William Hart, one female in the ward was very windy, like a tornado. Rick Point says, people always deny farts. Not the Mr. Poopinator, he doesn't. Almost 23 years, and never once farted in front of Milka. I've had blood vessels pop in my eyes holding things in, but never once did it happen. I've had nosebleeds holding things in. My inner ears almost exploded. T says, William, I believe it's still that an anal splinter of relaxing. Things I never thought that I'd say on my live stream. Runner Boy says, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Bob Ross, I think. It sounds like something Bob Ross would say. William says, Tree Runner, make the most of it. We got a laughing emoji from Eric LaPointe. T says, Runner Boy, I'm cracking up laughing. Happy little accidents. All right, guys. I don't know where the conversation would go after this, but it would be downhill. That's for sure. Wonder Boy says, not anyone ever get a anus cramp. I have. They hurt. I have not, but I imagine they would. T says, Yogi, stop it. Let it out. Will make you ill. Such is my love for Mocha. I will accept that risk. William says 2025 is 4 months away. We're still processing events almost 6 years ago. Yogi anal shrimpter. That is something I don't need to practice, I'll be honest with you. Runner Boy says, stream starts 2 out of 10. Stream ends 10 out of 10. We're ending on a high note, sort of. We're ending on a happy note. High note, I'm not so sure. He says, Runner Boy there was a girl with a boil on her bum. Form says, like Frozen. Let it go. I agree. All right. But not in front of Mocha. I made a vow. It was in our wedding vows, actually. Mocha said all kinds of nice and beautiful things, and I looked her in the eyes and said, Mocha, my dearest, I will never fart in front of you. How can I break that vow? $16 likes for poops and farts. What says, I wish I should carry pitch that nicely. All right, guys. That's going to be it. Appreciate, hey, lifting things up. William says, which is amazing, given veg diet makes you notably gassier. I think only for a certain point, and then your body adjusts pretty well. Plus, in my morning routine, I do the wind relieving poses, which helps considerably for the rest of the day. T says, wedding vow, I will never have a anal sphincter stretch. That is a good wedding vow. But can you look someone in the eyes and say that seriously to someone? William says, a different kind of breath control. Absolutely. Totally different type of prana. I was trying to think of a prana anus, a play on pranayama, but it didn't click. I did my best. All right. So I'm going to shut things down. I will see everyone later. 5 in the morning if you're around. If you feel pranayama. That was a good one. That was a good one. You took my concept and you improved it 100 times over. That is innovative genius from William Hart. T says, please look Mocha in the eye and say it. Send me that on Facebook, and I'll remember it. And I will look her in the eye, and And I will say that to her. I will never have an anal sphincter stretch. That might be just what our relationship needs at this point. Anal breath work. I like that one too. For real though, good night. Definitely for real. Guys, thanks again. I will see everyone later. Take care.